Доброго времени суток и хорошего настроения. С вами Мастер, и мы продолжаем играть в Fable. Всем приятного просмотра. Сегодня попытаемся закончить эту игру уже. Думаю, осталось не так много. Я вне стрима немного поработал. Ну там немного попел, немного пирожков поделал. Заработал деньги нужные нам. Красивая горка, да? Мне тоже нравится. Думаю, нам на все хватит. Ну и, собственно, вот мы достали этот ключик. Потопали. Нам нужно закончить квестик. Святилище тьмы. Это не напуганное. Привет, привет.
Always good to see you. Lots been going on since you cleared out those wretched creatures. Most of the rubble's gone. Soon we'll be able to have the temple up and running. Anyway, we do still have a teeny-weeny problem. We can't get the central furnace started. The control lever handle's missing. And without the central furnace working, the sacrificial pit is out of commission, and that means the spirits of evil won't be getting their sacrifice tonight. We'll be going hungry too, if you get my drift. But if you retrieve the handle for us, we could finally get this place working again. It'll be a full-on evil temple and everything. I can't seem to get that.
Да, не получается.
Excellent. Hurry back once you found it. We need to get the barbecue going.
Интересно сделать этот квест, потому что когда я проходил игру, я его не делал. Я играл за доброго и некоторые квесты пропускал. Например, этот. Так, нам куда? Так, заклинание на самом деле, ну, выглядит прикольно. Заклинание, которое мы получили вчера в конце стрима, что там мечи, ну и плюс молнии. Здравствуй, Кицун. Это такая ностальгия, 100 лет не видел. Этот Ярош. Немногие поймут, я думаю. Интересно, показывают еще по телеку? И мы нашли старый рычаг. Я возьмите свет по телеку, а что это? Ну да, сам не в курсе, что такое, я помню с детства. Все. Ах, мне вот это ударить. Но эти мечи не подходят. Это где? Это храм зла. Нам нужно было найти старый рычаг, потому что не могли что-то там открыть. Кисуна, какой пульт? Не было никакого пульта. Ну, точнее, я пультом был обычно. Суровая жизнь прошлого тысячелетия.
You found it. Oh, we are going to have such a feast tonight. Have you seen who we're having for dinner?
Кто?
Anyway, can't thank you enough. You've been a real help. We owe you. The cause of evil owes you.
Тебе удалось вернуть Лесли и его культу рукоять. Теперь они могут снова пользоваться жертвенным грилем.
Say, you're an evil sort. Would you like to do the honors before you go? Inaugurate our new dark sanctum and that. You deserve it after all you've done.
Ну, давай. Барбекю!
Whoa, easy now. I don't like it too well done. Anyway, good work. I declare the Dark Sanctum officially open! And the first evil act enacted too! Fantastic! Well, now it's time for dinner, so I shall say farewell. Come back whenever you like, and I'll put another peasant on the barbie for you. Anytime. Like when you fancy a snack, or you've got someone you want to get rid of, or whatever.
И это все? Да ну, скучно. Должно быть продолжение. И с чашкой, похожей на блюдце. Ну, погнали по сюжету. Как-то выходные так быстро прошли. Я не успел назадротиться. Это наша жена пожелает. Кстати, отремонтировать же все нужно. 237 тысяч ремонт. Так, жена и дочь от меня свалили, по-моему.
All stand for the king.
It's the great ruler. Hello.
Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
Я, кстати, не доверяю вот этой, как дизайнеру.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened king. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute.
Ладно, интересно, но нет.
Let all those who look...
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
My king.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora, and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be happier to count Aurora as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You are talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a
Почему нельзя
fair
совместить?
I know you will not break your oath. You understand what we have been through.
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
Да-да-да, у нас куча денег.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The king has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a man of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Написано в будущем это налоги. Они стали частью королевства. Королевство расширилось. Добавилось население. Добавилась недвижимость, которую мы сможем купить. Ну и налоги. А рудники он и так будет разрабатывать просто немного позже. И добровольно.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Reva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
Ничего, Кицуна, будем просвещать. Через пару лет
A
окупится.
most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Такс. Давайте немного спонсируем казну. А сундук вот сейчас заберем. Какого это было, в смысле? Почему так мало могу перевести?
The creatures protecting the gem are part of
Где деньги, слышите?
but they should be no match for a hero.
Или нужно обновить? Или я забрал деньги? Да нет, я не мог забрать. Да, оставил на ночь. О, детям. Странно одета для принцессы.
See ya.
Brill! Yes, go on, Dad. You'll be careful when you go fighting monsters, won't you?
My lord.
Так, где наша сокровищница? Вот. Где деньги? А, это взять из казны. Черт. Хотя нет, нормально, я туда тоже перевел. А, точно минус. Логично. Я забыл, что мы в минусе были. Вот, появляются.
That gem will make a wonderful addition to our army funds. Don't you agree, Your Majesty?
Растет. Блин, почему нельзя сразу все перевести? Неудобно же.
According to the legend, the diamond is the largest the world has ever known. Can you imagine?
Что ж так долго?
According to the legend, the diamond is the largest the world has ever known. Can you imagine?
Хватит уже. Нам-то хватит, точнее королевству хватит. Но мне нужно сундук забрать. А сундук перед всема монетами у меня. Поэтому нужно потратить все монеты. Так, может хватит уже. Нет, нифига не хватит. У нас еще гора. Все, все деньги отдал. Личный баланс 0. Вот ради этого сундука. И что же тут? Драконобой 48. 48 калибра. 5 монет! Ничего себе! Татушки новые. Еще много квестов нет, все доп-квесты мы сделали. Точнее, все доп-квесты, которые я хотел сделать, я и сделал.
That is... The armory is at your disposal.
Меня честно так быстро.
Pistols fire quickly.
Так, у нас дамажит 122, а нам дали 111. Но можно прокачать и будет дамажить еще больше, но мне лень этим заниматься. Хороший пистолет. Но лень. Вам заработать, ну, нужно пирожком наделать. Допустим, или на лютне поиграть. В принципе, это достаточно быстро. Минутки 2-3. У нас денег нет. Дай подарок. Дай подарок. Спасибо. Видишь, 500 гривен не окупится. Только пришел, уже куча подарков. Что за двери? А в первой части сиял бы. Предполагаемые жертвы 0. Отлично. Что это за город? Интересно. И получаем визжащий пилигрим. Эта винтовка была сделана из бедра благочестивого монаха Этельберта Хромого за 4 года до его смерти. Сурово. Давайте посмотрим.
Your new rifle is available. Rifles are slower to fire than pistols, but can be used to engage targets at much greater range.
Эффект дробовика, это круто. Но я уже не буду нифига качать.
Sure is a beautiful day, except where you're standing.
Заткнись. Вроде на другом континенте, но ничего не меняется. И здесь эти гномы. Станьте, ребята. Ладно.
I feel like celebrating today, because today's the day you die.
Сейчас выйти. Какой-то меткой. Давайте прокачаемся, пока я не забыл. А у нас только 60, мы не сможем прокачаться. Сколько здесь нужно? Сотка вроде. Да, сотка. В смысле? Это считается отдельной локацией, но не частью этого святилища. Что за бред? Надо теперь заново топать. Или нет? Точно. Не забываем про точку.
You seem like a very nice person.
И в чем подвох? Можно пробел? Нет? Бесит. Кнопка просто иногда не работает. Но я не верю. Когда персонаж на сцене, понимаешь, меня били. Вот прям били. Я стоял притык. Что мне делать? Очень плохо видно. В замок. А, выбрались из пещеры. Я думаю, телепорт... Да, телепорт не работает. Но за спиной никого не было, не обращайте внимания, вам показалось. Пробел не работает. Какого черта я сам ходил по этот камень? Я же король. Почему я не мог армию отправить? Ну или хотя бы экспедицию небольшую.
Your Majesty.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too.
Денег мало, посмотри на вот это.
Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale?
Можно себе деньги оставить, можно в казну.
Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account? A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, your majesty. Bravo.
Деньги от продажи аврарианского алмаза пойдут на нужды армии. Теперь королевстве станет немного безопасней. 294 дня осталось.
You have shown yourself to be a most talented monarch. The treasury is positively overflowing. You might even consider borrowing a little for yourself.
Еще немного заработать, но скоро пол
Of
порвался.
course, it never hurts to earn even more. Who knows what the future will bring? With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the Treasury, and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population
Ну, контроль населения,
low,
правильно.
but more importantly,
Потому что лет через 200-300 у нас будет проблема.
is it
Нужно
really
начинать
fair
сейчас
to
думать.
bring new life into such an uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born? Of course, you may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands. If you choose to leave Logan's abolishment in place, people... Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure.
Размноженцы.
Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the Treasury to make up for the shortfall. It is entirely your decision, as always. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Рассмотреть вопрос о реконструкции Нью-Глушвильского сиротского приюта. Рассмотреть вопрос о сливе сточных вод из Нью-Глушвиль-Сити. Встретиться с Пейдж. Окей.
As you can see, you have two audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reva's latest
Да
proposals
выпусти
are
меня.
both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Sir.
My lord.
How good to see you. It's our mighty king.
His Majesty, the King of Albion.
Это я.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge
Сразу такой
for the
спойлер.
homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And until we can change the whole world for the better, it will continue to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most?
1
The
250
shelter
000.
is underfunded and the building has
Как же
fallen
это
into
выгодно.
disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire
Правильно,
need.
любовь.
But it is not charity.
Может, мы за любовь будем?
It is love.
Зачем этот трибьют?
I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your Majesty to decide. Refurnish the shelter and orphanage, or convert it
Конечно, хочется
into a
бордель,
house of
но
The poor of this city have
мы
suffered
слишком
enough.
добрые для этого уже.
We will renovate the shelter and orphanage.
The Bowerstone shelter shall be refurbished.
Грустно.
At the Crown's expense.
В этой игре не будет
Thank you,
борделя.
Majesty.
Даже в первой части было.
You've done the right thing.
As you wish.
Правда, мы в первой части его закрыли.
The parentless tykes and their destitute friends shall have a palace to call their own. Are you a beggar, too lazy to own your own clothes? Or perhaps an orphan, aching for a bowl of
Неплохо
gruel?
отремонтировали.
Then come to Reva Industries Shelter and Orphanage, where you'll find food, beds, clothes, and even new parents. No matter who you are, we care, even if you don't deserve it.
Кицуне, я в этой игре даже ни разу курицу не пнул. Я просто не знаю как.
Today, you will deal with
Даже
a pressing
стыдно.
environmental issue. The disposal of the city's waste. Reva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste disposal issue. We require an inexpensive and efficient solution, and I believe I have hit upon one. Now, currently, part of our waste is
Почему
being
и
disposed of in the Morningwood
нелогично.
Marsh. With
Окей,
very
если не забуду.
effort, Reva Industries could redirect all of the Bowerstone sewer system to flow directly into that region. As you know, it's a desolate place with no financial or cultural value to the kingdom. There could be little discussion as to the logic of this decision.
Hang on, this isn't right. Not right at all. We're all children of the soil. It's in our hearts, it's in our blood. It's under our fingernails. What I mean is, we're all equal when it comes to dirt, like. From dirt we come to dirt we go, yes?
Вы на боте живете.
Inside in Morningwood have as good a claim to being clean as anyone. And what of Morningwood itself? Its nature spirits, its woodland elves, and water fairies. Do they not deserve freedom from pollution too? Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man. Channel the waste. Be one with the cycle of life. You have all these, like, factories and stuff, don't you? Turn one into a, you know,
Ну,
what do
почти.
you call it? One of those things, A sewage reclamation facility, right on.
What shall you decide, Your Majesty?
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The king has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The sanitation committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must
Привет,
admit, I was
малюта.
rather
Здесь же нет
forward
негров.
to
Есть смуглые, но это не негры.
hair, but I'm sure Your Majesty
Страна большая.
knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Давайте телепортом. Блин, 4000 потратили на семью. Нормально, они жрут. Ну, малюта, был бы я популярным стримером, за слово негр меня бы забанили. К счастью, я не популярен. Хотя теоретически можно на меня пожаловаться. И если жалобы на подобные каналы, как и меня, рассматриваются, то меня забанят.
Woohoo! Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ну-ну-ну, Кицуна, ты помнишь, что я тебя вчера помиловал? Помни мою доброту. Слышь, Кицуна, я же еще король, еще казнь не отменяется окончательно. Я могу передумать.
We still haven't changed things enough. Without Logan's troops, crime is
В смысле,
becoming
мы же сохранили войска Логана.
There's one man in particular, Nigel Ferret. He's making this city his own. Every criminal in Bowerstone reports to him now. He's too powerful for me to deal with, and he's not easy to find. But I know how you can get to him. Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Кицуна, я и так туда стримлю. На самом деле. Правда, не могу чата туда читать, потому что ВКонтакте на Украине запрещен. Ну, малюта, я, скорее всего, буду играть, когда выйдет ознакомительная версия. Покупать не хочу. Был бы это каким-то новым словом в жанре, какой-то прорыв, а одно и то же постарался. Потом куча ДЛС выйдет, еще ДЛС покупать.
At your command. Greetings, sir.
Your Majesty.
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. But if you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The king.
Нет, Молюта, там Денова, по-моему.
Have at him, fellas.
Так что придется подождать.
The taller they are, the farther they have to fall.
Я могу закрытыми глазами проходить, вот смотрите. Так нет. Ну ты я закрытыми глазами всех убил.
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorized individual.
My lord. Greetings, my lord.
At your service. At your orders, sir.
How are you today, sir?
Ah, your Majesty.
Greetings, my liege.
Как меня все любят. Приятно, черт возьми.
You again. It does tend to obviate the entire objective of maintaining a secret hideout if your enemies can simply infiltrate whenever they're in inclination. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you expeditiously. Kill him fast.
I'm gonna have fine example of sharpshooting. Oh, that's not stick. You bastard! Look out!
Смотрите, ребята. Какой ты меткий.
Please set me free.
Ну, выходи.
I'm gonna grind you into hamburgers. I mean like proper hamburgers.
Какого развития метисит? Welcome.
I believe I can state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
Близнецы. Ну, это называется иллюзия выбора. Такое повсюду юзается.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
That pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, and the money.
Да ну, где-то какие-то мелкие. Ты
As
что?
far as I'm concerned, you can stay in there
100 тысяч.
and rot. But that's for the king to decide.
You royal
Я за 5 минут зарабатываю 100
This
тысяч.
grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous retribution.
Метис, ты, конечно, отлично сравнил Ведьмак и Fable. Совсем разные бюджеты. Даже в Ведьмаке там выборы, их не так много. А фишка иллюзии выбора в том, что до тех пор, пока ты не увидишь второе прохождение где-то или сам не пройдешь, ты не будешь знать, что у тебя только иллюзия выбора. Поэтому у тебя позитивные эмоции.
Surpasses all expectations. I must congratulate you, Your Majesty. But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably, that it leads to improper behavior and raucous public spectacles. These concerned nobles are willing to pay handsomely for the change in policy. Meanwhile, the commoners themselves would like the restrictions completely lifted, claiming they infringe upon their freedom and their rights. You cannot please everyone, Your Majesty, but you must make a decision.
Бухают все. Как можно запрещать бухать? Вы что? Это же святое.
Let the streets be filled with poor, drunken revelers. Perhaps it will take their minds off their impending doom. This will leave a noticeable gap in our budget, however. If you are feeling particularly generous, you may wish
Вообще странно, что я должен платить за это. Наоборот, они должны больше тратить на алкоголь, и казна должна получать больше налогов, нет? Вопрос об открытии Яснодольской академии, вопрос об осушении глухого озера. Это вообще где?
Samuel, the head of the Brightwall Academy, is ready to plead his case. I sincerely hope he isn't after a handout, though I'm sure Master Reaver will be the voice of reason, as always.
Мельничье поле. Зачем его осушать? Красивое поле. Красивое озеро.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Reaver will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, it was your father who opened the doors to Albion's greatest seat of learning. Under his rule, knowledge and culture flourished, and so did the people of Brightwall. I ask only that you return to the wisdom of those days. Your brother closed the academy down, but it is in your hands to restore it.
There is no greater proponent of the arts than myself, and I celebrate knowledge in all its forms. But our people are frightened and confused. Last thing they need is knowledge. Allow them the benefit of ignorance. Let only those who are truly prepared make use of the academy. The elite of our society will pay handsomely to indulge in erudition.
But only the rich will be able to afford to learn.
Precisely. Why give wisdom away when one can charge for it?
What do you wish to do, Your Majesty?
The Bright Wall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
The Bright Wall Academy shall be reopened, and Albion will once again have a free center of learning.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. This is the start of a new day for us all.
Very well. I will make the arrangements at once. Stimulate your intellect in the newly reopened Bright Wall Academy. Suckle the knowledge from the land's greatest minds and avail yourself of the best library ever assembled. Everyone, from the most impoverished genius to the wealthiest idiot, is welcome. Bright Wall Academy. Whatever you earn, it's the place to learn.
The court summons Page and Riva.
Суд. Почему
The
суд?
matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Riva will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals. Now, as amusing as it would be to make workers hold their breath as they mine these resources,
А вы
I
посмотрел.
fear it would be impractical. Instead, we have no choice but to dam the river and drain the lake of all water. Once that is done, we will have a ready-made quarry, ripe for the plucking. It will be a pity to disfigure the landscape so close to my former home, but it is
Кицуна,
a
не умничай.
sensible course of
Я
action
еще не решил,
in
убивать
light
ее
of
или
our
нет.
current needs.
Bower Lake is the last
Басова
piece
так-то
of
не очень
natural
подходит, как по
beauty
мне.
remaining in Bowerstone. It belongs to our history and should be protected. Don't take it away from us. You'll be taking away part of this city's soul with it.
Oh, really?
Now that we've finally freed the people of this city, are we going to destroy the one place they can find peace?
The decision is yours
Вообще
to
интересно
make.
было бы посмотреть, как будет выглядеть локация после осушения озера. Но не судьба.
Page is right. We must protect our natural resources. Bower Lake is to be left untouched.
The king has
А
ruled.
почему я должен был платить за то, что мы ничего не делаем?
Beauty is hereby protected by order of the crown.
Thank you. Let's show the world Albion is worth defending.
Is a pretty view worth more than a treasury full of gold? I bow to your greater wisdom.
Кицуна, ты с карпа на жабу перешел? По-моему, это понижение.
As someone whose home has overlooked the resplendent Bower Lake, I am pleased to declare the official protection of this natural wonder. May its water drown anyone who doesn't appreciate its beauty.
Жабизм даже звучит хуже.
I trust the court was not too
Другое
dull
дело
today.
карпизм.
In any case, I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable
В идеале, конечно,
donation
мастроизм,
to
но...
our treasury. Her only request is that you go to Millfields to make the collection in person. A perfect chance to stretch your legs, Your Majesty.
Кицуна, как ты относишься к книгам, в принципе, и жанру лит-РПГ? Я только что вспомнил, читал интересный рассказ «Змеиный отчет». Там главный герой поклонялся богу крошечных змей и его пророкам-жабам. Такой интересный рассказик, рекомендуем. Ну да, заграничные коллеги, можно сказать.
Look, I know where the thief is. He fled into the woods.
Madam, I understand you want to recover what you've lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be suicide to enter them without combat experience, or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them. I want you to.
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it. Ah, Your Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look
Ну,
like
с такой
a fool.
прической, да.
I so wanted to make a contribution to the noble cause. What's the use of a priceless heirloom if we're all going to perish in who knows what frightful way? I had taken the statuette out of the family vault, ready for your visit, only for a common thief to take it in broad daylight. Can you believe it, Your Majesty? The thief ran into the woods, and naturally the soldiers are too scared to follow. Why must the uneducated be so superstitious?
Почему нельзя отказаться от задания? Мне деньги не нужны уже.
Do you? Beware the woods, Your Majesty. The soldiers may be superstitious, but there's no denying dangerous beasts lurk within. Good luck. I know you will succeed.
Привет, Сейфер. Вот, кстати, берите пример с Сейфера. Как он культурно ко мне обращается. Нет, Сейфер, я уже свою статую строю.
Looking for the statue, Your Majesty. Follow the white Balverine.
Почему не кроликом? А у нас духовенства нет. У нас в стране только один храм злого бога. Мы там договоримся. Не проблема. Где все?
Right, you monster. Prepare to meet your... Oh, I'm so sorry. For a moment there I thought you were a Balverine. Damn things are always trying to get through our defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out. Kills them pretty quick if they hang around.
Сейфер, эволюция.
If a lamp goes out, well, I don't like to think what might happen then.
Прокачался.
One went out just recently, but we got it lit again fast. The man responsible, this bloke Connor, got punished severely. Before he disappears into the forest, he tells us there's gonna be a reckoning. He's probably in 25 different stomachs right now. That's my reckoning. You can come on out, everyone. It's safe.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Я тут звук уже достал.
Your Majesty, I've been expecting you. Been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet. It's full of warm, wonderful people who'll give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death for one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice. But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything the legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore. Funny how things change. So if you want to take it back to that prig.
Кстати, не сбросишь адрес моего храма? А то я как-то не в курсе был.
All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice. The choice is yours. And it's a simple one. How simple? If you decline, my brothers will kill you. Ah well. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Still, your choice won't save the village. Now that I'm the leader of the pack, we've got some brains to go with our brawn. We'll lose a few of the weaker members, but we'll deal with those lanterns on our own. In the meantime, killing you will be a good way to, shall we say,
get the blood
flowing.
Закончить хочется, если честно. Типа 2 оборотня должны были меня убить? Смешно. Там же еще 200 дней, нет? Вы убегаете или помогаете? Не стойте. Может, попадать будем? Да я одной рукой играю, левой. Без зубы иногда чисто вот так воняет.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've saved us from certain destruction. We're in your debt. You'll always be welcome here, should you wish to return. Connor had this on him. It looks like a Belverine. It's yours if you want it.
Статуя белого оборотня, окей.
Blimey, it's the king. I do love a good-looking monarch.
Unbelievable.
Загадку статуи меня, кстати, не прошел. Давайте заскочим. Недвижимость моя вся. Блин, а сейчас не ночь. Нам нужно поспать. Блин, мне лень проходить. Серьезно, уже надоело вам. Давайте закончим уже игру. Блин, в жопу забросили.
At your orders, sir.
You're back. Did you find the thief? Did you recover the stuff? You found it?
Да, Кицуне, уже все прокачали.
Barely contain my tears. Oh, excuse
Пистолет у
me,
нас
Your Majesty.
большую часть игры, а тут имбовый.
I can't let you see me this way.
Нету челленджа.
And please, make good use of it.
Nobles. A magnanimous gesture indeed. Your subjects are lucky to be ruled by one so giving.
«120 дней до нападения». Фарм денег убивает игру. Ну, как видишь, мы не фармим, но даже так скучно.
With the fatidic attack not far away now, it fills one's heart with confidence.
Нету желания исследовать и нету никакой сложности в боях. Мелкий снова сейчас прокачаем.
As for today's first order of business, you may have heard about the dire situation the kingdom's economy finds itself in. Logan's policies always kept our cities on the edge of bankruptcy, and the panic caused by the fast-approaching darkness has only exacerbated the situation. I'm afraid the only way to stop this slide into ruin is to bail out Bowerstone's financial institutions. The people are looking at you to save them from economic disaster. But remember that doing so may condemn them to a much darker and bloodier fate. What shall we do, Your Majesty?
Поднимаем экономику с колен.
You are such a
Это даже недорого.
magnanimous person. Very well, I will make the arrangements. Life will be easier for your subjects for a while, but the treasury will not easily recover. I only hope we haven't thrown away our chances of survival. Of course, you could always replenish
Даже не хватает возможности покупаться в этих деньгах. Или поспать хотя бы.
Shall we proceed with today's agenda?
Вопрос о постройке военного аванпоста, определить будущее Хмария, создать армию.
Kalin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room.
4 борделя. Один бордель смог бы поднять экономику всего королевства 2 раза. С четвертью. Нет, с половиной. Один бордель. Бордели имба. Стройте, дети, бордели. Все, максимально раскачались. Именно по сундукам. По персонажу, конечно же, нет. Почему я здесь? Персонаж, давайте посмотрим. Ловкость максимальная, магическая аура почти максимальная, сила на 2.
The armory is at your disposal. Burning a foe can have a profound psychological impact on...
Greetings, sir.
Да, пропустите.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Today you must decide how much
Сейфер, я как бы ее открыл уже. Мы только ее встретили, мы ее сразу открыли.
You may speak. Your Majesty, as you know, the threat from the deserts that surrounds my city has not diminished. The darkness could fall upon us once more at any moment. Aurora is part of your kingdom now, and I ask that you grant us protection. Build a desert outpost that warn my people should the crawler attack. It shall allow us to leave the city in time and ensure the survival of your
Для этого нужно одного разведчика отправить. Допустим, одного разведчика отправить это 100 золотых. Куда все остальные тратишь?
What do we do next? Erect taverns under the sea? Plant crops on mountain peaks? It is a foolhardy suggestion. Why should our valiant soldiers suffer sunstroke and chapped lips in a distant land when they could be protecting the people of this very city? Is it really worth risking the lives of all the people outside these walls for a mere alarm system? Of course not. Let us leave the funds and the soldiers where they belong, right here.
The darkness poses a threat to us
Почему
all.
Ловкач до сих пор не в тюрьме? Да черт его знает. Изворотливая сволочь. Делает то, что я хочу.
The final decision rests with you, Your Majesty.
Aurora is under our protection. It is our duty to build this outpost.
The King's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
We shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done. Riva Industries is proud to present an exotic tale of romance, adventure, and sand. The Desert Outpost.
Bring forth Sabine of the Mistpeak Dwellers. Today you decide on the fate of Mistpeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak. I come here seeking nothing but what was promised me and my people. You pledged
Даже видя себе не разрешаю.
our home mountains and our right to dwell in them. We have fulfilled our end of the bargain. We have paid with our lives to sit you on that throne. Now you must fulfill your end. Undo the damage your brother did to our land, and our agreement shall be satisfied.
Your Majesty, this sounds both an unnecessary expense and an impudent demand. What value is there in a few trees languishing amongst snow and rock? This is not the time to indulge some idyllic fantasy. Those forests are a resource, and we are in dire need of resources. I propose we expand on your brother's initiative and take what nature offers so readily. Say the word, and I will transform the worthless wasteland of Mistpeak into assets we can use to defend Albion.
These hands are not yet so old or weak that they can't wring that pretty little neck of
Давай,
yours.
Сабина, разрешаю.
The refined retort of a true mountain goat.
You made a promise to Sabine, but it's up to...
I will keep my promise to the Dwellers. the Mistpeak Mountains will be restored.
Mistpeak shall become a protected region, and the dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The dwellers will stand by you till the end.
The forests of Mistpeak are our greatest national treasure, and now, thanks to Riva Industries, they have returned to their past splendor. Dwellers, birds and bunnies are free to roam, laugh and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber anyway?
Почему Сейфер не дожить? Нарушая законы природы, Вселенная меня убьет.
Ah, it's the great ruler.
It is time, Your Majesty, to meet fate with steely resolve and commission
То есть мы
Albion's
начинаем армию увеличивать за 100 дней до катастрофы.
to establish the best possible defense.
Почему раньше
Before I
нельзя
can
было?
commit those funds, however, I require your signature on a contract stating your awareness of the projected number of civilian casualties. Strictly a formality, of course, though should the number alarm you, you may wish to donate as much gold to the treasury as possible before you sign.
Кстати, интересный момент. Число жертв показывается только среди мирного населения. Но у нас настолько большая армия, что мы все мирное население переводим в армию. Вся армия умирает, но число жертв среди мирного населения все равно 0. Может, такой сценарий?
Very good. If you could just sign on the dotted line, please.
For you. If I give you this, will you do something for me?
Дней до нападения. 1.
Happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as King of Albion. Doesn't time just fly? I am delighted to say that the Albion army has been deployed in preparation for the invasion, so we may enjoy the occasion without apprehensions. To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city.
Ой, заткнись.
Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of
Нет,
course.
это неадекватная фанатка.
You will also be fitted for a new pair of shoes, and, of course, you will need a new suit.
Тереза меня спасла.
The day has come, King. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you have made decisions that reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have done what many would have
Нас закрыли в пентаграмме. Это не
Not only
пентаграмма,
have you
напротив.
raised an army to protect your people, but you have accomplished this while acting as a noble, benevolent, and popular ruler. But you are more than a king. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, all your efforts will have been in vain. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
И куда крылья пропали? Вообще никаких изменений. Могли бы сделать, чтобы персонаж менялся. Чуть-чуть святой, маленькие куриные крылья. Чем больше святости, тем больше крылья.
It's here. The
Так,
darkness
смеха ради.
has reached Bowerstone. Reports indicate that our defenses were able to hold off the worst of the first attack. But if we don't act quickly, even the armies we prepared for this day will not be enough.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we
Это не то
fight
Кицуне.
for Albion!
For Albion!
И, кстати, ачивка вынести решение в суде, будучи одетым в костюм курицы.
I'm taking some serious punishment here. Just worth it.
Одним пальцем играем. Средним.
It's here!
It's here! Just like us, we might stand a chance. Does that thing ever shut up? Yes! No one is stopping you, is it?
The light bringers have come! But this is the kingdom of unlight now! This is the kingdom of death!
I can't take that voice anymore! Yes! No one is stopping you, is it?
Watch us fly to the heart!
Твоя женщина. В смысле меня вырубили? Кто меня ударил вообще? Кто меня дамажит? Это первый раз, когда у нас ХП кончилось.
Dead fingers whisper. Dead fingers claw at 1 million eyes.
Типа сложный бой. Умираешь в любом случае. Микисита, вдруг в конце будет сложный бой.
I'm surprised you're still standing after that. Yes! No one is stopping you, is it?
Кстати, повезло, что мы воюем против повелителя теней. Был повелитель света, а у нас бы пистолет меньше дамажил.
Shining from your broken bodies. It is a transgression against the night.
Nice one! He's not getting anything in. Yes! No one will stop you!
How are we going to fight them all off? There's too many!
You shall be sightless, for that is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift to you.
Опять моя недвижимость страдает.
I can feel it. We're getting close to that thing. Where are you? Show yourself.
The lost sheep
Показался.
returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
Кто такой этот хозяин тени? Откуда он взялся? Что он творит? Черта непонятно.
Shadows now.
Hey, I can't get through!
You made us do it. You made us.
А можно попадать?
Make it end. Make it end. Don't hold back. Don't. I'm ready.
Ладно. Разделе возьмем.
Make it end. Make it end.
Опять убили, да?
The shadows taste of death.
Без плоских ХП трудно понять, сколько тебе ХП.
Take it out of me.
Но мне есть зелье для исцеления, только я не думал, что мне хиляться нужно.
Take it out of me, please.
Какой F3, какой F4? Хватит одного зелья на босса. Злодей в первой части был прописан лучше, но здесь злодей вообще не прописан.
You took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once. The mightiest hero of
Нет, это было неделю назад, я не помню уже.
Remember what you would say.
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud, boy. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony.
I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I return to my own castle. If
Если среди гражданского населения.
another abomination, you know where to find me.
My people shall never forget what
У нас было слишком много денег, поэтому у нас гражданское население не осталось. Все в армию пошли.
I shall return to Aurora in the knowledge that we may at last enjoy peace. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there will always need help. Goodbye, my king.
You have done what I thought impossible. You are the ruler I could never be.
Как игра?
You don't need me anymore. And Albion
7,5
will heal
из
easier
10.
without me.
Well, King, old chum, ruler supreme.
Хотя если забыть последние, наверное, часа 4, тогда 8.
I'm not cut out to be a general, and I think I'd like to start traveling again, or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial. But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
This is the world as it could have been, devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so, and you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you, and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger. You did for the Aurorans what your brother would not. He broke his promise, but you proved to be the better leader. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, King.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when
Круто,
it is ready
Сейфер.
to do so.
Вот и все. Студия, кстати, которая выпускала Fable, распалась. Renegade Studios. Питер Молинье делает какую-то фигню сейчас откровенную, если я ничего не путаю. Но, насколько знаю, Microsoft планирует продолжение. Ходят слухи, время от времени что-то проскакивает в новостях, но пока без конкретики. Надеемся, что 4-я часть будет, надеемся, что она будет получше 3-й, на уровне с 1-й хотя бы. И, наверное, будем прощаться, блин. Короткий стрим получился, 2 часа всего. Завтра я не знаю, будет ли стрим. Может, отдохну. Если будет, то я не знаю по какой игре. Кстати, можно сейчас игру выбрать. Потому что спешил, ну да, я не исследовал, но если бы исследовал, было бы скучно. Тебе удалось совершить невозможное, спасти королевство почти без всяких потерь. Ты войдешь в летописи как величайший правитель всех времен. Люди любят тебя и почитают за честь быть подданными такого великолепного героя. Круто. Так, какие у нас там игры есть, которые я планировал поиграть. King Arthur, Dex, Majesty сейчас не сможем, Bioshock, Invisible Inc, Fable мы прошли. King's Bounty, Европка, Ash of Gods и Grimshade у меня записано. Сейфер, я пробовал первую часть, еще вторая есть. Если я переустановлю когда-нибудь Windows, то сможем поиграть и в первую. И в Majesty тоже сможем поиграть. Блин, вот честно, ни во что сейчас не хочется играть такого. Что-то новенькое хочется. Ничего новенького нет. Doom. Можно записать Doom. Но прямо сейчас играть не хочется. Да, Кицуна. Блин, нечего стримить, не во что играть. Мартхау мы пытались играть, нет, не то. Вроде неплохая игра выходила, Druid Stone от создателя Legend of Grimrock, но там нету русской локализации. Я Surviving Mars играю сейчас в свободное время, но на стрим, думаю, это будет скучновато. Хотя, может, постримлю разок вам Surviving Mars. Игра не напряженная. Чисто посидеть, пообщаться. Да, мечтит, именно поэтому я и начал играть. Я даже купил. Решил поддержать разработчиков. По скидке взял. Пытаюсь покупать такие не слишком дорогие игры, на которые мне зашли, чтобы разработчика поддержать. Ну, пока что думаю, вот Surviving Mars. Европка еще. Давно мы в Европку не играли. Но мы играли Император Рима, это почти то же самое. Только хуже. Ну, там должен вроде патч выйти. После патча уже, наверное, вернемся. Сделаем Священную Римскую империю, может. Короче, предварительные планы. Или стрима завтра не будет, или будет Surviving Mars. Если у вас есть другие предложения интересные, пишите в группу в Дискорде. На сегодня уже все. Спасибо за компанию. Не забывайте подписываться, ставить лайки. И до скорой встречи или завтра, или послезавтра в 8 вечера по Москве. Всем пока.